Hello everybody and welcome to Season 5 of FM2020 with York City with me, EP1. I'm really excited to start this League 1, Sky Bet League 1 campaign. We are up against it this year. Let's quickly get into a season preview and then we'll go through the transfers and then we'll get to the first game of the season, which is against Gillingham, which I've just worked out is Andy Bond is the manager, and he's a player we had in the first season of FM. We let him go, but we brought him back as a coach a year after, and he went to Gillingham, and now he's the manager of them. So we're up against one of our old players, which is the first time for that, and it's quite interesting to see. So yes, league table, season preview. We're predicted 17th. Now it was 14th, and then I made some transfers, so that may say something about my transfer business this summer. We'll get into that right now as well. I'll take 17th, I'm not going to lie. I will take 17th all day long. I just don't want to get relegated. That is all I care about. QPR look like favourites by a mile, and Luton look like very strong favourites as well. There's some big teams in this league. QPR, Luton, Ipswich, Sunderland, Blackpool, Coventry. These are some pretty big boys. They are, with some very, very large budgets, which is concerning to see. So yeah, let's get into the transfers and then we'll go through a little team report chat and then we shall get into the first game of the season. Now, before we get to what's been happening and what's going on, we do have one transfer that is not quite complete yet, but should be very, very shortly, and that is Ryan Gills. He is a left wing back. We are looking to bring him in as he has tons of pace, can cross, can dribble. He's got good solid passing. He's alright defensively. He doesn't know where to stand on the football pitch, but hopefully we can teach him that. And he's got a alright personality, and that is why I'm mainly bringing him in. That, and I told David Ferguson. So let's get into the transfer history. First and foremost, release players. Where's all the players that we released? Here we go. David Luiz, because he retired, which was a shame. Player we had out on loan last year. I don't even know where he came from. I really still don't understand that. I might have signed him one late night when I was really, really tired and forgot about him. Cameron Stanley, a young player who didn't develop. Jack Young, young player, didn't develop. He was alright for us, actually. He did help us win a cup a couple of seasons ago. Josh King, he played in that game as well and helped us win a cup. And Aaron Willis was a part of our first ever youth intake, and he hasn't really panned out either. So all of them have been released. Now let's get to the transfers. We've done a lot of business. Now if you compare it to what we did last year, it's a little bit more than last year. Yeah, it's not. It's more than we normally do. And the ratio is the wrong way around, really. We should have more on this side than we do on this side. I'm trying to get rid of a couple of players still. Let's go through who we got rid of. Now, David Ferguson's gone, and I'd done it, and then I went to bed, and then I woke up in the morning and just realised what I'd done, because David Ferguson last year had the most assists for us, for our team. The year before that, he had the most assists. Last year, he had the highest distance covered of all of our team, and he was third in the whole league. He had the most tackles per 90 in the whole league last year as well. So it might have been a mistake. But yeah, David Ferguson is gone. He's gone to Chesterfield. And if you look at what our scouts say, the scouts say he's pretty past it. And he is 29 years old now. And we're going to be bringing in that Ryan Giles. That is the guy that we're trying to bring in. Ryan Giles is 6 years younger. And compare that to that, he's a lot better. So I feel like Ryan Giles on a free and David Ferguson out for 25k is a win. It's just a bit of a hard one to take. Now, Lewis Knott is a young player we picked up last season. We're trying to develop him. It's not going great, so he's out on loan to South Shield. We've also got him listed because I don't think we're going to get anything out of him, so I'm trying to get a little bit of money. Taylor Maloney is going out on loan as well. We've listed him. I tried to get him out the door for a bit of cash. I couldn't do that. Bromley are paying all of his wages though, which is a Brucey bonus. So yeah, that's him gone. He'll be released at the end of the season. He was good for us last year. He's got no physicals and his mentals are pretty poor, which really, really did make me wonder if he's going to be good enough for this season. Now, the next one's a little bit of a surprise. The rest of the guys probably aren't really. So Thomas Hill we spoke about all last season. We said he was pretty poor. We didn't exactly like him defensively. He didn't put up great defensive numbers. He's gone to Charlton, which concerns me because they're in the Sky Bet Championship, but he is now a breakthrough prospect for them. I don't expect him to develop there and play for them. If he does, I've just made an absolute boo-boo myself and cost myself, some money, but I don't think I have. Now, Niall Mayer was our centre-half of choice for a long, long time in the centre of defence. He's gone because I looked at those physicals and I didn't think they were good enough, and I wanted more than 11 heading, 12 marking and 12 tackling for my central centre back. And if you look at what the scouts are saying, I think they agree with me. So I think we got that one right as well. He has gone to Salford for 45k, who are also in our division, but they are rated to finish lower than us, I believe. So John is gone out on loan. He's a youngster who won't really develop, and Harry Spratt I tried to sell and he didn't want to be sold, and he's now gone. He played for us the first season and a bit. I think he played 92 games and he played alright for us, but we outdeveloped him, so he's had to go. Now let's get to the ins. Let's sort by the loanees first, and then we'll go through the freebies, and then we'll get to the money that we've actually spent, because we have spent some money this season, which I'm not 100% sure about. Paul Scott is a deep line playmaker who will be playing advanced playmaker attack. Holy cow, he has got some fruity stats. Passing, first touch, vision, technique. He's got 15 flair as well. He's got decent physicals. This is the player that I looked at and went, yeah, we can get rid of Maloney. Maloney out of the door. This guy in on a complete bargain as well, because he's from our affiliate club, meaning we are paying absolutely nothing for this lad, and I'm really excited to have the 18-year-old around for the season. Hopefully we can get him for another year as well, because I think he's quite good, and I think he may develop as well with us. We've got in another loanee from Swansea. Mark Lake is a central defensive midfielder who has 16 tackling, and look at those physicals. Oh my days. They are some of those disgusting physicals I've seen in a long, long time. And for a player in League One, I think his physicals are really going to dominate. So I'm thinking central defence on defend, run around, win the ball back and pass it. You've got 10 passing, 14 vision. Just keep it simple. Just don't lose the ball. Just give the ball away and then go back and win some tackles. That'll do. Thank you very much. That'll do. He can't fill in a centre mid, so he may fill in centre mid support maybe for Adam Barrett as well, which is a bonus to have. And I wouldn't hate training him to play right wing back, which we may do. We shall see though. Now, the goalkeeper. We've taken a gamble on this lad. We thought we might do it, and we've gone and done it. The 5'11", 19-year-old for Cardiff Met Uni on a freebie has come in, and he is my first team goalkeeper, and I'm going to go with him. It's a gamble. I fully admit this lad is a gamble, but I'm excited to see what he can do, and I'm hoping the fact that he's now away from a club that was an amateur club and now a professional club at a higher level with better training facilities, playing regular matches, because he was not playing for Cardiff Met Uni for some weird reason. He played 81 times, which I thought he'd have been playing out the bat. Soon as they had him as a new gen, he'd have been playing, but he wasn't apparently. He was a backup for a season, and then he played 81 games. He played 81 games as a footballer, and he's 19 years old, and he's only conceded 62, so that's a pretty good ratio. We'll have some of that. Very excited by him. Now, I've got us on another French lad. It's a centre-back from Swansea on a free. Ben, I can't say his second name. It's just going to be called Ben, which is a shame because we have a centre-mid called Ben that I can't say his second name for. I might call you... Let's just do this now. There we go. Unlucky son. You are now Ben Cabby. Central defensive centre-back, should I say, in the centre. Looks better than Mayer, and that's why we got rid of him. I don't know if I can compare him to Mayer quickly or not. Yeah, we can. There we go. Boom. He's not as good technically or attacking, because Mayer can play right back, and that is probably Mayer's better position. And he is costing us more in wages, but that 16 aerial, that more speed and more physical, is something that I really, really wanted. Look, 16 strength, 17 jumping reach. He's 6'3". He can head the ball all day long. His marking's the same. He's got slightly better tackling. And yeah, so really excited about it. He's also got better positioning, which is helpful for that centre back role, which I'm not 100% sure who's going to be where when it comes to our centre backs yet, because we'll get into that debate in a minute. He's also got good bravery as well, which is a bonus to have when it comes to winning tackles and winning headers. Now we have George Font, which I'm going to call him, is a player we picked up as a squad player. He's a bit of a utility guy, but I'm thinking right wing back. Mainly because of them physicals are disgusting, and he can cross and dribble-ish. He's got an alright first touch, his tackling's okay, and that'll do really. So yeah, I'm thinking probably him on support. Hopefully he can develop slightly. He is dropping down from the Spurs academy, so he might not develop as fast as we'd want him to, but he looks pretty decent. He's also got good determination and an alright personality, which we're happy to have in the squad. He's also 19 years old, which is going to make our squad a little bit younger as well, which is a bonus. Now we have Paul Dunn, another right wing back, another young prospect, another 19-year-old. I picked him up on a free from Flyde really, because I took a flyer on the guy from Flyde. I'm hoping he develops. He's, yes, again, got another bunch of great physicals. His technicals aren't as good at all, and his mentals are alright at best, and he hasn't got the greatest of personalities. Balanced is a little bit of a meh one, but hoping he can develop, and he is our third choice when it comes to right wing back. Breakthrough prospect, not really costing too much, and Yeovil will not be having him on loan. Now, Keon Ete is a poacher striker, which we just picked up on free. He was at Newcastle, he was at Spurs before that. I quite like the look of him, really. Heading, first touch, finishing, that'll do. He's got a little bit of pace. It's not exactly the hardest of workers, but he is better than what we had last year in Ryan Fazza, and he is going to be our third/fourth choice. He's going to battle with Liam Roper for that striker role. He is not dislodging McFarlane or Mooney though, who will be our first two strikers. Now, Harry Pearce is the guy that I could have showed you last episode, but I didn't. He is another centre-back. We just picked him up from Cohen Key. I don't know how to say that. I'm going to guess that's Irish. Yeah, that is. It's Welsh, actually. It's Welsh. We've got another Welsh lad. We've got like 4 Welsh players this summer, which is an interesting one. I just like the look of him as a 19-year-old centre-back. I think he's got a lot of potential as well. His mentals are stunning, and I think if we can develop him, he'll be a very handy player. We need to work on his heading, which is something that we can work on. It shouldn't be too hard to do. Looks like a great solid player to me. Lovely physicals. Yet again, a 19-year-old that we can hopefully develop and utilise. Now, Liam Davis, we spent $250,000 on this guy. He costs us a little bit of money. He's another right wing back. You're thinking, how many right wing backs have you bought? Too many, okay? But I saw this guy and I knew I had to buy him because he's the best right wing back we have by a mile now. And it's not even close. Like, he's better than Dyer defensively. Our scouts think he's a fringe player. I totally disagree with that. And he is our first team right wing back all day long. But he's also got some lovely little player traits on PPMs as well. So brings the ball out of defence, curls the ball, which is beautiful to have for crosses. Gets forward wherever possible, runs the ball down right. Yeah, we'll have all of that. Solid physical, solid mental, solid technicals. Should be a solid player. Hopefully then, one of the youngsters that we have 3 of them on a right wing back situation, can develop into taking over this role eventually. He is 23 years old, so there is a little bit of room for improvement for this guy as well, but I'm hoping one of the 19-year-olds really blossoms and then they can be the right wing back of choice. And then we have Liam Coyle, who is a defensive midfielder who is from Chesterfield. He was at Liverpool. We spent about 300k on this lad. I'm gutted he's a Liverpool player, which I don't particularly like, but I just think he's very, very good, and it's something that we really needed to improve on was our central defensive midfielder. He can also cover right wing back, he can cover centre back at a push, he can cover centre mid. If we compare him to the main man who he will be up against, which is Estrada, as you can see, he's just better than Estrada. Apart from speed and aerially, which are not too massive issues when it comes to me. He's a little bit older than Estrada, so Estrada has the chance to catch him up and overdevelop Liam Coyle. But yeah, just bowled out that squad. And if we go to team report, so if you look at what we have a lot of players who can play in all of these positions, so our squad is built for a long season, a long hard battle. I am also trading other players to play in other roles just to help them out a little bit. So Avermedia may start losing out on a couple of games here and now, but he is starting to learn right wing back, which is something that I think would be quite handy for the 26-year-old to learn, just in case we need to fill out. Also, Ben is not on this list, but he is now learning left wing back as well, because I want another fourth option for that side. So yeah, we have a lot of options in every position, which is something that I think we lacked last year, and it nearly bit us in the arse a little bit when it comes to the back end of the season. So, with that all said and done, we finally got through all of that preamble, pre-ramble, pre-bollocks. Schedule for pre-season went pretty well until we played Backbone, and it didn't go very well at all. Lost 1-0, which was poor. We shall get into the first game of the season, which is Gillingham. So let's get that underway. Here we go then, the first team for the first game of the season in League One. I've had to sit there for about 5 minutes and work out what we want to be doing. We're only giving 3 debuts despite having a load of the new guys on the bench as well. So Giles comes in as the first team goalkeeper. Ben Cabby comes in at centre-back in the centre over Pearce. The game wanted to put Pearce in there. I'm going to say it's Cabby over Pearce because he's got better heading. He's got 15 heading compared to 9, which is something that I really want. Oliver keeps the captain's armbag and keeps his spot on the right-hand side of defence. His technicals and physicals are not as good as the rest of the other guys, but it's his mentals, mainly composure and concentration and stuff like that, that really does make him stand out as the best option in the defence alongside Baines. Davis comes in on the right hand side for Dyer. Dyer is out injured, otherwise I would have played Dyer because I want to give the old boys who got us here a chance, and that is why Estrada starts in central defensive midfielder despite all of the new signings. Kington starts left wing back. It's going to be his job to keep that job ahead of the new signing that is coming in. Adam Marich and Max Saunders completes the usual centre mid suspects with Mooney and McFarlane up top. So let's get to the game. Let's have a little shout at the boys and passionately just say, go out there and impress me, I suppose. That did absolutely nothing. I'm just going to switch McFarlane and Mooney over and get the first game of League One underway. First proper highlight of the game goes to, oh my freaking word, the Gillingham. Oh, they could have scored already. Holy moly, I was not ready for that. I was trying to sneeze while getting ready for that highlight. The first one of the game, 8 minutes in. Gillingham, of course, in the black and white. York in the red and blue. Classic colours, shooting from left to right. We are York, so hopefully we can do well in this game. It's Charles Cook in centre mid. We're up against this 4-4-2 formation, which has caused us some issues in the past, and now up in the higher divisions it may be even harder for us to deal with. And we are 1-0 down already to Macaulay Bonnie. He has smashed that in, and that is a really, really poor start to the game. We might have to come off positive straight away to balanced, because I don't think we are going to be the kind of side that is able to keep possession of this game. No, 15 minutes in already and we haven't had a shot. This is going to be such a different task. Such a different task. Here we go then. Hala down the right hand side for Gillingham. Keith all the way back to the goalkeeper Baxter. Closed down by McFarlane. The goal kick is good, kick out to Bonnie. Closed down, but keeps hold of the possession. Now it's Bonnie again, driving at the right wing back here. Down the left hand side for Gillingham. Cook to Keith. Now Dudu. Can he get the ball into the box? No. Max Saunders will pick up the ball and launch the ball forward to McFarlane. The chance to counter-attack, something we may have to do a lot this season. McFarlane's gone all the way. Oh, he smashed the post. Baxter didn't even move. It was such a great effort. And that is the first real chance we've had at goal. And that is a great opportunity for us. We might have to rely on being on the counter-attack this season. With our backs up against the wall. Saying that, possession is even. We are starting to grow into the game with 3 shots now compared to their 5. So it might have just been a little bit of a slow start from us, which isn't exactly great. But at least we're not getting outclassed here. Here is Cook to Emir. Now Cook again. Gets across all the way over to the other side. It's good play by them. That's a good sliding tackle. It's actually a free kick for offside, so good for us. Well, this has been a really, really boring half with absolutely no highlights since the last highlight. So we're now at half time, and we have created absolutely jack all when it comes to match real chances. We've had one clear-cut chance, they've had nothing, but they are 1-0 up. So we need to do something with the tactic, I think. I don't want to make too many changes though, because I think we've just been unlucky. Yeah, that's what we're going to say to the boys, and they seemed relaxed, motivated and happy about that, and gained in confidence. I'm just going to send them back out there and hope that maybe a couple of creative shouts at the right times can inspire this team to unlock the door and get our first goal in League One. We don't want to be going too many games with a poor run of results, and then that could really spiral our dynamics, which aren't great because I have made a few too many changes really when it comes to players and also staff. I've upgraded a few staff positions, and it has ruined the dynamics a touch, but we'll just see how that gets on. Mooney and Maric and Kington are the three guys who are having the poorest of games so far, so it may be time to have a little change. Let's have a little shout for creative, and let's see if this free kick comes to anything. Kington, Hughes heads away. Now Oliver, can he keep hold of the ball? He does well to battle there, and he finds Baines. Now it's Ben, back to Saunders, Cabby, to Saunders, Mooney, McFarlane hits the post. That's twice we've hit the post now. McFarlane both times has smashed the ball onto the post. That was good, and that was better. Now the get creative shout is in, and here is Kington with the corner. Bond hooks away. McFarlane keeps hold of it, finds Kington, chance to get the ball back into the box, but the highlight ends, and that is a worry there because we should have been making some more opportunities from that position. Time to make a substitution. Who to bring on? So Mooney and McFarlane are playing poor, so I'm not going to blame them. I'm going to blame the midfield, and that means Adam Maric is coming off, and I think we're going to give Paul Scott an opportunity. He is lights out when it comes to creating chances. I'm hoping this guy can unlock the door for us, and I think that might be the only change we make so far as we head into the 60th minute. We'll see how that does. Adam Maric may have found his level here. This might be a little bit too above Adam Maric. Last year he wasn't great, only scoring them 9 goals from centre mids compared to that 20 that he scored in non-league, but this might be one step above Adam Maric when it comes to his technicals and stuff, because he is very much just a physical player. Here is McFarlane though, to Mooney, nice little football. Scott, Saunders, lovely little ball. Mooney, oh, he's hit the post. Mooney gets her. He's hit the post again. So he's just missed an open goal. I'm sorry. What has just gone on? So he's onside. He has the chance to... He's just missed an open goal. Is that how this season is going to go? Is that how this season is going to go for us? Because if that's the case, I am deeply concerned. That was awful. Can we do something? Kington with the ball in. Mooney at back post. And that's a wild volley over the crossbar as well. Oh, it's actually gone out for a corner. I thought it was just a poor volley. It was a good save by the end of it then. Kington with the ball in. Headed away by Hughes. Now it's Keefe. All the way back to Baxter. And Baxter hooks it out for a throw. And we are starting to pin them in. So I think it's time to go positive and demand more, because it looks like we can get something out of this game. Here's Mooney. Driving forward. Blast from range is a wasted shot. And Baxter collects that with ease. We are now on top of the shots, and we have had more of the opportunities. Yeah, 3 clear-cut opportunities and 1.5 chance. So the tactic and the boys have done fine. We just haven't taken any of our chances, and I think Mooney needs to be pulled off as we nearly go 2-0 down there. As the header hits the crossbar. How is Mooney doing? A 6.1. Yeah, mate, you've been brutal today. Anyone else may want to come off, maybe coming off. Estrada, I think, because he's on a yellow card, means we'll bring on Liam Coyle for his debut as well. Liam Roper will go up top, the big youngster who we're going to try and give more and more football to and speed his development up. Here is Oliver to Baines. Ball out wide to Kington. Well done. Now just keep holding the ball and build forward slowly, boys. Now it's Saunders. Lovely little ball to Kington. Whip into the box if he can. Roper is there. It's a header straight at Baxter though. Really, really frustrating that. Another good opportunity carved out by Kington. It's a lovely cross and Roper should be doing better there. He's got a free header. And he's got all of the goal to aim at, and he plums it straight at the goalkeeper. Here's Giles, holds on to that. I don't know how much the first goal was his mistake. I did see he was flailing about for that first goal that we did concede, so slightly concerning. That's a long ball towards McFarlane, who chests it down nicely to the midfielder. Now it's Kington, who is the main man, it seems, when it comes to our attacking play. Saunders with the ball into the box. Davis at back post. Can he get into the box? He can. He finds Roper, and Roper smashes it straight at Baxter again. If their goalkeeper's got a really good positioning, all we can do is smash the ball straight at their goalkeeper. Let's demand some more. What are these chances looking like, boys? See, look at that. 3 clear-cut opportunities, 3 half chances. We should be winning this. We just have not been clinical, and that is all down to the players. And that is really, really frustrating to see. Kington and Saunders are having a good game. They are creating some opportunities and doing well for us. But we are not getting anything out of this game when it comes to Gillingham. They have scored the sucker punch goal, and we haven't been able to break them down. We've broke them down. Our midfield's been great. Our strikers have not taken anything. Keithley Mooney is getting a little warning for that, because that is a very, very poor performance. And we're just going to say, unlucky there, boys, because that wasn't good enough. The strikers didn't help you out. And I'm going to calmly say to Mooney, not good enough. See, he's relaxed and motivated, so that will do. With that, we're going to call the episode here. Here is the first episode done for season 5. And we're at 17th, which is where we are meant to be. So, you know, that's alright, isn't it? We'll just stay there all season. That'll do fine. We'll hopefully win some games. Right, where should we come back? Let's come back for... We're going to come back for the Crew game. We're going to come back for a little bit of a Carabao Cup action, and then we'll play Doncaster as well. We're only going to have a couple of games, then we'll be back for Crew and Doncaster. So I will catch you then. Thank you very much for watching. I've been TW1. Like and subscribe and all that. For Jazzle, thank you very much. And as always, guys, peace out.